Welcome to the Gen-Xperience, the second act podcast series. This podcast will explore the ventures of life after 50. I'm your host, Chris Frost, and I'm excited to embark on this journey with you. In the first episode, the introduction here, we'll delve into what this podcast is all about and some of the topics we'll be covering. Gen-Xperience is all about embracing the second act of life. Throughout this series, we'll cover a wide range of topics, including maintaining good health in our 50s, managing relationships, family dynamics, pursuing passions, new adventures, and so much more. Each episode will bring fresh perspectives, and we will explore the opportunities to reach out and have conversations with others, to share and discuss life experiences to navigate through this exciting chapter of life. Now, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm in my 50s. I grew up in a farm in the mountains of Virginia. But I knew my passion was solving problems and eventually worked my way into a career in technology. Like everybody else, I've had my ups and downs. I've had good days, bad days, and I generally find myself questioning a lot of things in our world and why and how we can work to improve those areas. And those are the types of things I would like to discuss and cover in this podcast. One of the main things I realize what we're missing today is just having good, honest conversations with each other. There's too much social media trying to push agendas where the sole motivation is greed, getting clicks, attention. However, what is needed is more interaction with each other. Things going on in our lives, problems we're facing, politics, religion. I mean, it's okay to have the conversations, and it's also okay if we don't necessarily agree, if we see things in a different way. But it's important to understand why and why other people have certain beliefs. The goal is to start these conversations, share opinions, and learn to realize it's okay, again, to have disagreements. If we sit down and listen, we may realize that our differences may not be as great as what we think they are. They're not as great as what mainstream media or social media influences may have us to believe. Because really what's going on in the world right now is taking advantage of our tribalistic instincts and putting us in positions to where the mentality is either you're with us or against us. And that's not how life works. There's different variations, there's different flavors, which makes life exciting. We all shouldn't we should all question, we should all explore and ask how can we do things better? I mean, this is what made our country so great. It's what's going to continue to making it great and help mankind and womankind evolve and be the best we can and make our planet even better for greater future generations. Here's to be organic. Right now, I can go to find a YouTube video or anything without or what seems to be a bunch of people trying to follow a script, touch on bullet items. They're trying to be perfect or come across a certain way. They're trying to push because the goal is clear that they want to get your clicks. It's so frustrating now where they casually click in, oh, if you made it this far, click and subscribe, which is great. You know, it'd be awesome if you clicked and subscribed here. But if you don't, that's fine too. That's not the main goal. This is not my main hustle. This is a side thing that's something I've wanted to do and I think could be helpful for society. Uh, sure, we'll have scripts, like I'm reading off a script right now, because if I didn't, I would go all over the place, and sometimes I can get incoherent. And so I do need guys in cues to keep me on track. However, hopefully as we go along, we'll get better and we can stay on topic because that's the other thing. Like you want, our time is important. We want to join and watch things that answer questions, help us improve. We don't want to, like, I'm not a comedian or I'm not trying to waste your time here. So we're going to try to be organic, straight to the point, but most importantly, honest. That's about all I have for the intro. If you made it this far, thank you for listening. If you have ideas or want to engage in the conversation, please reach out. My email is on this channel to reach out, or you can leave comments below. If you have an idea and you want somebody just to have a discussion with, or maybe even a debate, that's fine too. I welcome it. Now, we will be respectful. We're not going to have debates or conversations where it turns into arguments and disrespect towards anybody involved. But yes, if you want to have a conversation or somebody to bring up a topic with that's appropriate for, you know, families, then most definitely feel free to reach out. And also, as the title says, this is just a perspective and takes on life for somebody now in their 50s. It doesn't mean that it's only that we won't cover other generations and their problems or questions or things like that. So if you're 20, 30, or or even older, um, it doesn't matter. If you want to be a part of the conversation and join in, uh, I'm here. Reach out and let's get to talking. Starting out, some of our first podcasts will be about health and taking care of ourselves the best way we can in order to be healthy and productive in our golden years. I think it was Steve Jobs that said, "If we, if you don't eat our food as medicine, medicine will be our food," and that's really kind of stuck out to me. Unfortunately, I've been healthy most of my life, and uh, however, I haven't went to the doctor. I've got a lot of trust issues when it comes to people and their motivations, especially when it comes to pharma. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, you can go watch the Netflix documentary series. I think they have one on fentanyl, and one on OxyContin, and with Purdue Pharma, and those are basically how my views on pharma and medicine have been for many years. I think it can be great, and there's miracles such as some vaccines and some of the medicines that have been developed, and the scientists and the doctors who developed them. I have nothing but the greatest respect for them. However, the problem, like with a lot of problems we have in this country, where capitalism and greed get a hold and they start pushing products to sell and to increase bottom lines, and it's not about what's best for the consumer or the patient and customers, which is where I have a big problem. But anyway, that's going to be some of the first ones because sharing a little bit about myself. I'm a software developer. I work in a desk all the time, and I used to be really active. I used to race motocross. I used to be, you know, really in shape, low body fat, and over time, I just like to drink beer, which I haven't. I've stopped now for a little while, and just got overweight. And I knew it was time to get serious and go to the doctor and get some blood work. And my had gotten a little out of control. I was starting to get pre-diabetic. I had my alt levels for my liver were getting elevated, and cholesterol levels, which is really an important topic that I want to get into and start sharing experiences because I don't think we're getting told the truth, and we're not getting a fair assessments and good advice when we're going to the doctors when it comes to things like cholesterol and especially around drugs, harmful drugs like statins that can cause like great problems for your body. And so those are going to be some of the things, but it's also not going to be so doom and gloom. We're going to talk about family, passions, and uh, things we can pursue, and how 50 can be exciting. We've got a lot of advantages because we've experienced a lot. We also have some disadvantages that come with getting old, such as starting to become set in our ways and sometimes stubborn and things like that, which we need to realize and we need to have honest conversations about and learn how we can be better and be even more productive members of society and help our younger generations learn from our mistakes and help them improve to hopefully leave this world a better place for others. That's about it for the intro. I appreciate you watching and get busy living. Thank you.